Simaxxing, the deep belief that we live in a simulation.
But why should you be Simaxxing? What's the benefit of believing that you and me live in a simulation?
My name is Zygmunt. I'm a Polish American who spent 4,840 hours and counting researching simulation theory.
None of it did anything until I started to believe. Thus far, I've noticed and recorded 200 glitches. I've spoken to hundreds of people who've seen the simulation. And here's the key. I deleted my NPC life. Join me so that by the end of this video,
You will understand 3 things. 1, why you should be Simaxxing. Hint, it puts you ahead of 100% of NPCs. 2, the biggest benefit of believing here and here that you and me live in a video game. 3, the answers to the only question that everyone asks when they're laying awake at night. Where do we go when we die?
1. Why you should be Simaxxing. Neil deGrasse Tyson said, I think the likelihood may be very high that we are in a simulation. Is it just me, or does Neil deGrasse Tyson look like a friendlier, slightly more pudgier version of Morpheus?
His quote is your red pill, blue pill moment. This Harvard astrophysicist / pudgy Morpheus tells you that the likelihood is very high that we live in a simulation. Red pill, you believe it. You start Simaxxing, you delete your NPC life. You begin, finally, your main character life you always wanted. Blue pill, you stay an NPC, stuck in this rat matrix with everyone else.
Let's take the red pill. Because when you start Simaxxing, you start getting ahead of 100% of every NPC. How? NPC stands for no purpose character.
NPCs are people all around you, living the way society tells them to, buying things that advertising cons them into, working jobs they hate so they can buy things they don't need. No purpose character, no power character, no potential character. But you are here to break free. Listen to the cognitive scientist, philosopher, John Vervaeke. Awakening from the meaning crisis is the great work of our time. You and me, all of us,
Are living through a crisis of meaning, a crisis of purpose. We suffer deep down from a widespread loss of purpose and alienation from real people, a disbelief.
you and I have power and the potential to use our power to break free, to live like the main characters that we signed up to play. Because you did not log into this simulation to play an NPC. You didn't pay for this game just to sell trinkets to other NPCs in some circle jerk economy of useless bullshit. You signed up to live. You downloaded and installed this game to play as a main character. This is your time, right now. This is your permission, right here, right now, to believe in something.
Stop bobbing around like a ship anchored at harbor, useless and rotting and gently bumping against 100 other ships stuck in the same damn harbor. Never seeing a new horizon, never changing the stars above their head, never feeling the wind filling their sails as they speed along ocean currents to distant lands.
And all you need to do to get ahead of 100% of every NPC is to believe in something, to set your sights on one belief system, on one horizon, one North Star, and finally set sail. But I hear you whispering, what if that horizon leads me to falling over the edge of the world? What if that North Star is a lie? What if the simulation theory is cyberpunk bullshit and I end up believing in the wrong thing for my whole life? 2. The biggest benefit of believing here and here that you and me live in a video game. Ready? Everything happens after you start believing in something.
Nothing happens before you make a decision. Nothing happens while you're circling the drain of dilemma. Circling and circling, researching and researching. Should I move out of my hometown or not? If I do, what if I lose everything? End up broke as a joke and a bum. I should research more. That's the smart thing to do. Or should I ask that person out on a date? What if they say no? What if they laugh in my face, point and laugh? And now everyone is pointing and laughing at me. I should read dating books and come back to that. Maybe with flowers. Or should I believe in Christianity? Or Buddhism? Or atheism? Or simulation theory? What if I choose wrong? Waste my whole life in a cult with silly costumes?
And nothing changes. Time flows past you like the tide in a harbor, and you stay anchored. Barnacles growing on your hull, sails rotting green from mold. Everything changes after you make the decision. The community you join, the way you approach the world, your life, people, it all changes. And now here is the chance, your chance to change it all. Take it. Believe that you live in a simulation. Believe and see what happens.
A ship is safest in the harbor, but that's not what it was built for.
You are built for more. You are built for adventure, for distant horizons, for sailing the ocean with your crew of salty dogs.
3. The only question everyone asks while they're lying awake at night: where do I go when I die?
The Christians believe you go to heaven. Revelation 21:4. He will wipe every tear from their eye, and death shall be no more. Neither shall there be mourning, nor outcry, nor pain be any more. For the former things have passed away. The Buddhists believe in rebirth. Just as a flame passes from one candle to another, consciousness flows from one life to the next. There is no permanent self, only a continuous process of change. The Buddha. The simulation scriptures say, you come from home, and to home you shall return. The simulation scriptures go on to describe home as a future beyond this one, a future where we humans, are so advanced that we conquer death. We live forever. And because we live forever, we create simulations. We create video games of our past, and we play them.
Just like you and me play Assassin's Creed set in the days of pirates, or Grand Theft Auto 6 set in modern times, our future selves play simulations like this one. Video games where you and I are living through the beginning of AI, the birth of Bitcoin, and the tensions before World War III.
Now read the simulation scriptures for yourself. They're free because they're not mine. The links are below to the original simulation scriptures. I didn't change a word. It's just how I found it. But how do the simulation scriptures prove, at least to me, that you are built for more? That you have potential? That you deserve power? That purpose is yours for the taking? It's simple, at least to me. You are still here, listening.
The NPCs, they swiped away long ago. The NPCs are on to the next video, the next dose of cheap dopamine, the next thing to numb their meaningless existence and keep them in this mediocre matrix of nothingness.
But you are here. You are built for more because you know deeply that when you die, when you log out of this simulation, you are just going home. Home to something familiar, boring, eternal. Which means, by definition, that you are here now in this video game. You are here for something different, something exciting, to do something interesting, to be a main character. Not yet, but soon. There is no other explanation. You are here to become a main character. Those are the 3 reasons you should be Simaxxing. Believing that we live in a simulation. 1, to recap, because Neil deGrasse Tyson, aka Pudgy Morpheus, tells us, I think the likelihood may be very likely that we are in a simulation. Therefore, try it. Believe in something and see where it takes you. 2, The biggest benefit to believing that you and me live in a simulation is that everything starts to change. You leave the harbor of indecision, endless research, and fear. You leave it and set sail for unknown horizons, filled with adventure, a salty crew, and the discovery of your potential and power. The decision to believe in Simaxxing is you know where you go when you die. You now know when you log off of this simulation. So you might as well make the most of this video game. Become a character. Seize your power and your potential. Go play. That's what I'm doing. Join me. Let's level up together in this video game.